Hey guys, Justin here. So today we're gonna go on a trip to Best Buy. I haven't done one of these trips in such a long time, so for that I came ready with my mask. Hopefully the sound still sounds good, the microphone. All right, let's do this, let's go. Alright guys, so I'm going to start with the Samsung QLED lineup. Although I feel like this year Samsung, they didn't improve on their QLED TVs, they actually downgraded. But still, if you look at them in person, they look nice. This is a Q60T. This is the most affordable or budget QLED from Samsung this year. And as you guys notice, this is actually, prices are actually very affordable. The 65-inch version sells for $897, well, basically $900 plus tax. And let me tell you, even though these TVs are not full array with local dimming, these are actually HLED. They also use a technology called dual LED, which makes the TV look a little bit brighter. But when you compare it to, for example, the Q70, then you start noticing the difference. As a matter of fact, in person, I do notice the difference. The Q70 is a little bit brighter and a little bit better colors and contrast than the Q60. So there's an improvement, but this TV is also not a full array TV. This is also a HLED TV. They also come with quantum dot technology, so for better HDR performance. This one sells for $900, but this is for the 55-inch version. Now let's see, for the 65-inch, the price goes up to $1,300, which is around $400 difference for 10 inches. Hey, 10 inches is 10 inches. That's what she said. Now where I see an improvement is on the Q80T. Now this TV is a full array with local dimming. It is actually brighter. You can also see better colors, far better contrast, and it comes in a lot of different sizes. But the ones that are, I feel like the one size that people say buys the most is probably the 65-inch. As a matter of fact, over here I see the price for the 55-inch. It's $1,049.99, $1,050, which is not bad. And I believe the 65-inch goes up to $1,300. But look at this TV. Now, like I said, this is also full array with local dimming, so it does improve. And also the HDR peak brightness performance, it is much better than the Q70 and the Q60. Now keep in mind guys that these Samsung TVs also come with HDMI 2.1 ports, well, at least the Q80 and the Q90, and I believe the Q70 too. And also come with 120 Hz 4K 1440p variable refresh rate. So it has pretty much almost every feature that you're going to need for the next generation of consoles, but there's only one port that supports HDMI 2.1. Just keep that in mind. Now here is the Q90T and here is the Q80T. Now through this video you probably won't see much of a difference, but what I see in person is that the Q90T does look brighter. It does improve the HDR performance. But let me tell you, the Q80T is not bad either. I like it. Now one thing I noticed is that there's a 55-inch version on the Q90T, which is, I remember last year it was only available on 65-inch and up. The 55-inch version sells for $1,300, which is not bad, being this is the top of the line TV from Samsung. And the 65-inch version sells for $1,900, so that's a big jump, about $600 for 10 extra inches. Wow. That's it. That is a lot more money, but it does look fantastic. So here's another example of the difference between different models from Samsung. Down here is the Q80T, and then over here is an Q800T, which is an 8K TV. You can't see a good comparison, but personally, guys, what I noticed on the 8K TV, it does look sharper and it is brighter. Of course, I mean, Samsung is trying to push that technology. Personally, it's not a big of a difference. I mean, the price, it is a huge impact, but picture quality, not a big difference. Now here are the newest Sony models. Down here at the bottom, this is the X900H, which I have a lot of videos. Well, I still have this TV, so if you want to see my reviews and settings, check out the previous videos in this channel. On top, we have one of the newest Sony's OLED TVs, and let me tell you, it looks beautiful. Now, one thing I noticed is, of course, OLED, they have the deepest black levels. It's a bright panel as well. But one thing I noticed the most, especially in this place, which is very bright, that the OLEDs have the glossy panels, right? And the X900H is not fully glossy. I feel like it's semi-gloss. One thing I noticed and what I like about glossy panels is that even though you can still see the lights, the light reflection, but the black levels are far deeper than the semi-gloss. That is the one thing I love about glossy panels. And another thing is that when there is light, like in this place, the colors and everything, they look far better. With semi-gloss panels, everything looks sort of like washed out. So I prefer to have glossy panels because I love having those deep black levels. Now, of course, Sony is promoting the X900H to be the perfect TV for the PlayStation 5, and it is the only TV that is going to have HDMI 2.1 inputs via firmware update. But if you compare it to the X950H, which is right here, you can see what big of a difference it makes when you have glossy panels. You guys notice? Deeper black levels, better colors, better contrast. I just prefer the quality on the 950H than the 900H. I just wish that Sony would also implement HDMI 2.1 features on this TV. Now, if you don't mind having those features, if you're not a gamer, the X950H, the 65-inch version, sells for $1,500, and the 55-inch version sells for $1,200, which is a really good price. On the X900H, the 65-inch version right now, it sells for $1,400, and the 55-inch version sells for $1,000, which is not bad. But like I said, I still feel the picture quality on the 950H, it is much better than the 900H. Now, on the OLED, prices do jump significantly. The 65-inch sells for $2,300, $2,300, and the 55-inch sells for $1,700, which is not bad, but oh my god, that OLED is expensive. Now, Vizio this year is promising really awesome features for gaming. They have a lot of different models, from the M series to the P series to the P series Quantum. They do have a lot of cool, awesome features. So for example, this is the M series, 75% more color, richer contrast, 30 local dimming zones, bright 600. There's another model that I believe is exclusive for Walmart, the M8, which has more dimming zones. I believe it's 90 dimming zones. This one also has the Elite gaming performance, and of course 4K HDR picture intelligence performance. Then the P series Quantum, has way more features, 240 dimming zones, the Elite gaming performance. This offers HDMI 2.1 features, variable refresh rate. Of course, Vizio is improving a lot of things. They're aiming more towards gamers this time around. I haven't been able to test them. Well, right here on top we have the M series. I believe this is the M7, and then this is the P series, and there's also the P series Quantum, which they don't have here, but well, hopefully near future I'll be able to test these TVs and let you know what I think, how they perform. When it comes down to prices, the Vizio is available only in 65 and 75 inch, I believe. The 65 inch is $1,200, which is not bad, and the 75 inch is $1,700. Now for the M series, this is the M7. Yes, the 65 inch is $700, 55 inch $500. Wow. Now guys, when it comes down to one of my favorite TVs is of course the LG OLED. This is the gallery design, which means that this makes it look like it's just hanging on the wall like a portrait. So why do I like OLED? First of all, it's a self-lit LG. This is a self-lit LED, which means that every single LED has the power to turn on or off by itself. They don't require any backlight or anything. So, which means this is going to translate into a beautiful picture, much far better superior contrast and deeper black levels. Now all the TVs this year, LG has implemented a lot of cool gaming features. Well, actually last year too, but this year they have improved a lot on their features. They also have G-Sync, they also have FreeSync, they have 1440p 120 Hz, HDMI 2.1 ports. All of their ports are HDMI 2.1, which is pretty awesome. AKRacing, I mean, this TV has everything that you need for your new consoles and also for watching movies. This TV has everything. Now one thing for sure is that these TVs are also very expensive. $2,600 for the 65 inch. Well, this is the gallery model. Of course, it's going to be a little bit more expensive. There's also an affordable OLED, the BX model. This one sells, the 55 inch sells for $1,300, and the 65 inch, is there a 65? Yes, it's right here, $1,800 for the BX. The biggest difference is the processing. The CX has an A9 alpha chip processor, which is the faster processor, most stronger actually, but I feel like they offer the same picture quality when it comes down to picture. Of course, if you don't want to spend that much money on OLEDs, there's also the NanoCell technology available from LG, which is not bad. I mean, they do have rich colors. I like them. Great viewing angles. But my biggest complaint is the contrast. They don't have as deep black levels as OLEDs, of course. If you want to know more about the NanoCell TVs from LG this year, I reviewed the Nano90 in the channel, so I'm going to leave a link or a card right here on top so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Alright guys, so that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this trip with me at Best Buy. Of course, let me know in the comments section what do you guys think about this, and also don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm Jolster, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Jolster out.